we are all here to this webinar. It will be about unveiling the perception of trading. And I want to go into the topic of professional trading, gambling, and hope, which is very emotional trading, okay? So first of all, please read my disclaimer. Okay, so here's my disclaimer. I'm not your financial advisor. I won't be talking about single stocks or any of that, but just I have to do it, just that you guys know. Anything that I mention here is not a financial advice. It's more for entertainment and education, okay? So, and if you want to take trades, you better know what you're doing because you can lose your money and all your money, and you rather talk to financial advisors about about what you want to invest in. But that's a disclaimer. It's boring and it's annoying, and I had to do it anyways. Okay, so let's start. So my name is Leah. You guys know me already. You know me as Leah the trader from social media. And I would like to thank you all for being here, joining this webinar. And I will tell you quickly about me. I don't like to talk about myself for too long, but just that you know where I'm coming from. I lived in 6 countries across Europe, and now I'm in the US. And I was a real estate investor since my very early 20s. And I moved in Germany, I was investing in real estate, and then I moved to the US and I was studying, and my undergrad, I did biopsychology. That's why I have a lot of knowledge about psychology and biology. I wanted to become a psychiatrist. But then I went to study negotiation and conflict resolution at Columbia University, which was really fascinating. It was a lot of business and diplomacy. And I learned how to deal with conflicts. And that's what I used later on as a relationship coach and marriage counselor for 10 years in my work. And in COVID, I became a trader. So I've been actively trading for 3 years now, over 3 years something. And I realized while I was trading, I learned all the technical analysis, everything you guys need, and you guys know a lot of that stuff also. But I realized that the psychology is so important that no matter how well I understand technical analysis and I can do charting, it's not going to help, because if I'm freaking out and I can't control my emotions, it's not going to help. Okay. So right now I trade stocks and options. I love to sell options, and I love doing spreads, option spreads, and that's pretty much what I do. I'm a profitable trader. I live off of trading mainly, and some passive income from my investments, from real estate to, you name it, stable income. So what to expect in next 50 minutes, guys? I'm going to talk about how different traders perceive trading, okay? It's a big question whether you approach trading as a profession, or you like to gamble or to have the adrenaline rush, or if you are hoping to get out of financial stress and become rich, or get out of debt, you know, so the hope aspect of trading. So today I will dive into all of those, and I want to show you that the right mindset is really important in trading to be successful. You know, the truth is that the right attitude is everything, and I will be asking you many questions you can answer to yourself and understand what kind of trader you are, because oftentimes we don't even know what mistakes we are making, and we don't even understand that we might be actually gambling instead of trading, you know. So that might be explaining a lot of the losses that some people have, you know. And you know, I will then show you my routine, as I said, what I do every morning, how I prepare before I start trading, and I will help you create this checklist that you can have. As I said, have your notepad and pen ready. Take notes, guys. And also, I don't want to interrupt this webinar, so please, you can ask Q&As. I will reply all of them at the end, and all of them, or whatever time we're going to have. I will try my best. I'm not going to interrupt my thoughts, because then I would be all over the place, and I want you to guys have the best experience and the most information possible in this short time. Okay. So the webinar is recorded, and I will send it to you tomorrow after this webinar. Tonight, not, it's too late, and I also have to prepare for the market for tomorrow, but tomorrow you will get the recording in a day. So let's jump straight in, guys. Let's do it. So when trading is a profession, Okay. So what does it mean to you to be a trader? These are the questions I want to ask you. And now you can just think, okay? Just think and brainstorm with yourself. So when you started trading, what was your goal? Like, what were you thinking actually when you started trading? What was your motivation? Or did you even like have any sort of like plan, or did you see yourself maybe 10 years from now doing this as a professional? Or perhaps you just wanted some excitement, you were bored. A lot of people started trading in COVID from boredom, or you wanted to really make some quick money or make money in general and create better life for yourself and your loved ones. Maybe you wanted more financial freedom. You're sick and tired of 9 to 5 and just having a job. You wanted to do things on your terms and from anywhere, right? So these are all the questions you need to answer before you actually trade, or even now. Again, like, it doesn't matter how you started, you're here now with me in this webinar, and it's important how you're going to approach it from now on, right? So we're going to have a little breakthrough free here. So if you are here in this webinar, it's already good because you're educating yourself. And if you want to be in this field for a long term, you will have to treat trading as a profession, because everything else will be very short-lived. And every profession requires education and training. So let me tell you quickly my story, how I mastered trading. And let me tell you, it was a long and torturous journey. I cried often. I'm a girl, I can cry. Guys cry too. Some guys I spoke to, they just had tears in their eyes when they were learning trading, which is totally fine. We can all cry. You know, like for 2 years after 20 something, 19, 20, I was investing for over 10 years, but the active trading, I'm talking about day trading and swing trading, I haven't done that before COVID. So 2 years it took me to find the right system. I was all over the place, you know, like I made money, then I lost money. It was just really all over the place. And I couldn't really learn like how the market works. I was not getting it. I was just really frustrated. You know, I couldn't be profitable consistently. And that's what you want, right? You don't want to make money one day and lose them another day, because that's a waste of time. So in this time of learning and being all over the place, I made probably every single mistake you can possibly imagine. I lost a ton of money. I made some money. I lost them. It was just heck-mack, you know, and I felt so many times to give up. Like really, so many times I said, why I'm doing this to myself? You know, there were some occasions I was so frustrated that I literally cried, as I said, and I was asking myself why I'm doing this to myself. I can just live on my budget with my passive income and just sit with my ass in Miami Beach and relax, you know, and instead of sitting here in my little woman cave, you know, 6 to 8 hours a day, reading about stocks and earnings and studying charts. So why I'm doing this to myself? And, you know, something inside of me was telling me that, you know, stay with this. Like the determination and drive to learn was there. And I wanted to really succeed in trading, even if it meant for me, like many of you maybe are still struggling to be consistently profitable. Even if it means that you might have to lose some more money as you're going to be practicing, but you will have to be taking calculated risks. So these losses will not affect you as terribly, you know, as like you're going to not blow up your account if you really take calculated risks. So, you know, it was a tough decision to continue at some point, because like I remember August 21, I was just really frustrated and I wanted to give up. And then I took some time off. I took a month off, calmed down, did some meditation, and I evaluated my life. And I was in Europe. I said, you know what, like I want to be able to travel and have freedom. I want to see myself 5 to 10 years from now having 3-4 residences and move around them and be able to make money from anywhere. So I am going to better fucking do this. You know, and once you master it, guys, you're going to have this skill set for your life. And no matter where in the world you're going to be and you're going to need some extra cash or live on this money, the market will provide, you know, market will be there for you. So please keep practicing managing your risk better. And remember that with each failure, there is a lesson. And, you know, I took this knowledge and I was working hard and I was trading almost every day. And slowly and surely, I started having my strategies in place. I was, as I said, calmed down. And at some point I found my edge that worked for me, and this hard work and the frustration paid off. And trust me, I still get frustrated sometimes, but it's not like, oh my God, all the time, like we all will get frustrated at some point. Even people, they trade 30, 40 years, always get frustrated when something really doesn't make any sense and goes against them. So you will never eliminate it completely, but now trading became so much easier for me, and I have a clear plan what I want to do. I have defined rules when I want to enter the trade, when I get out. I don't care if I lose and I have a stop loss. It doesn't bother me at all. I'm managing my emotions like I don't have an ounce of emotion if I lose on a trade, because I lose little, so without too many emotions, I'm able to stay rational. And now, like, guys, the market is very dynamic. It's changing. Like, for example, last year, I made the most money by selling puts and, buying these massive dips and just selling rips, which were like 2-3 weeks straight, right? We saw it in August. There were like some months that the market just went completely crazy and there were massive dips. So that was my main income last year. But this year, the market is choppier, right? Like, I swing trade. I always love swing trading, but this year I'm swing trading shorter, like faster. I don't stay in the trades for too long because, the market is choppier. I don't want to give my money back. So I'm like much quicker. And that's what I adjusted, And also in those years of practicing, which will be important for you guys, I learned what worked for me and my personality. Okay. So, and I also realized what didn't. So I'm not scalping anymore, which doesn't work for me. I get too anxious. I'm trading equities of my favorite stocks mainly. I have like 20 stocks I love, and I mostly trade those, and I also sell longer term cash secured puts, 30 to 45 days, which works for me really well. If I get assigned, I don't care. It happened to me 3 times last year from like 100 puts I sold. Okay. And I don't mind, owning the shares for that price plus getting the premium. So I no longer day trade options, for example. I'm not, suggesting it's a bad idea. I love people, they do it. I appreciate them. I think they're great masters of day trading options and God bless them, but it's not for my personality. I didn't know how to manage risk well. So I stopped doing it. As I said, I'm selling options or I love spreads. So that's enough about my journey. So you see, it was a journey up and down, and you can have a journey like this too, and you will figure out if you're, learning and following like who you really are, what works for you.